journey. Never live a half-lived life.
Absolutely never live a half-filled life. I'm Bebe Davis, publisher and founder of 1021 Magazine. Welcome to the continuation of Mother's Day Tribute. Lock in, VIPs. Happy Mother's Day and beyond.
Always stay connected to your journey.
Hi everybody, this is Bebe Davis and welcome to the Mother's Day edition here at 1021 Magazine. We're at the lovely and beautiful porch, the southern porch of Redbone Alley, and I have my mother with me, and this is a special tribute also to a dear family and a dear childhood friend, Jovita Moore, the beloved anchor in Atlanta, but she was ours, and when I say ours, I'm talking about her family, the family friends, the church family. She was ours first in the lovely state of South Carolina, which is where I am right now. She would spend her summers in lovely South Carolina, the Palmetto State, with her grandmother and extended family on the maternal side, and she would spend it with us and cousins and more people. So I thought this would be great for Mother's Day. So we wish her family, the entire family, all the love and all the respect, and we wish them a lot of joyful memories of Jovita, as well as everyone who she came in contact with. And I'm going to show you and turn this way. We're going to pan around the beautiful decor of the Redbone Alley. It's beautiful. And then when I step down here, and I'm going to walk up, I'm going to just kind of show you all the how I walk up, and let me just kind of
thanks for
this
watching.
Little southern flair. We got the palmettos, and we walk up the steps, and there's Mom over there. So we're gonna get started. So yeah, this is the view. This is what they call the porch, and so I'm gonna walk it on up and let you all see it. Okay, all right, so we're about to begin the tribute and have good food here. So stay locked in with me, Bebe Davis, publisher and founder of 1021 Magazine, for this Mother's Day special and a tribute to a good friend that I called Jovita Moore. All right, happy Mother's Day, everybody, to all the mothers and mother figures. Let's go. Hello, everybody. This is Bebe Davis. Welcome to 1021 Magazine's Mother's Day edition. I have my mother here. Hello. And we're waving to you all. Happy Mother's Day weekend to everybody. Mothers, mother figures. If your mother is on the physical side of life or on the spiritual side of life or whatever you believe, we send all love to you on this Mother's Day. And I want to let you know that I send agape love to you, and that you are never alone, okay? And that's for those people that feel that way. But anyway, it's a great Mother's Day weekend. We're having beautiful weather. Beautiful weather, okay? And so I am so blessed to be with my mother, and we are going to be thinking fondly of my grandmothers,
My mother.
and my grandmother on my paternal side, and both my great-grandmothers on both sides.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to be just having a joyful time doing memory lane. And I thank you so much for being here. All right, so we're at this beautiful restaurant. If you saw the intro, it is Redbone Alley.
Yes.
And we love Redbone Alley when we're in the area because they have such beautiful decor. Of course, we're Southern girls. Can you say, like, I'm going to take this mic off me a little bit. Can you say, bless your heart in a Southern way?
Bless your heart, darling.
Bless your heart, sugar.
Bless your heart, sugar.
Bless your heart, darling. I think we both got it pretty good, you know, to be Southerners, you know, you can throw in that extra twang. Okay, we also are going to be doing a special tribute also to Jovita Moore, the beloved anchor in Atlanta. And she is a dear friend of mine and friend of the family.
Yes, she is.
And we still say that in the present because we do believe absent from the body, present with the Lord. So here's how it goes. It took a complete year for me to actually do this tribute, and that's because timing is everything. Timing is everything, and I got this here just in case, because we're going to be doing some memory lanes. The connection started with mothers and family. Mother's Day, right?
Mother's Day, yes.
So our connection started with the grandparents, me and Jovita. And let me tell you how this went. And Mom's going to be like what we call Southern amen corner, isn't that right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so this is how it goes. My grandparents and Jovita's grandparents, community, church, education, friends,
Yes.
civil rights, all of that. Then they had children. Voila! And there was Lady Yvonne.
Yes.
Voila! And so they were in the church together, school, all of that. And so then when Mommy graduated from college and Lady Yvonne went up north, they lived their lives away from beautiful South Carolina.
Yes, they did.
Yes, y'all did.
Yes.
Okay, and so from there, they had children. One child. We're only children, me and Jovita.
Yes.
So Mommy had me, and we were in Tampa, and Jovita and Lady Yvonne, they were in New York. Nueva York. So, like a lot of families did, they got to see the grandchildren who wasn't raised there in home for summers or holidays.
Yes.
So you would be shipped home and get a nice southern experience and time with your grandparents. So that's what happened. Jovita would come to the South for the summer, and this is how the elders, the wisdom people worked. When you get here, we're going to make sure that you are connected with who we want you to be connected with. So being friends of the family, visiting each other, church, community, education, and all that, we all became playmates for the summer times. So I was the youngest of the three when it was our time to spend, because Jovita had cousins and all of that, to spend with, but I'm talking mostly of our time. So it was myself, Rozzie, and Jovi. Because at that time I couldn't say Jovita, and I don't know why I couldn't get it, but I just kind of stopped it short, okay? So the grandparents and the parents, our mothers knew each other, and so the grandparents were big on, we know who you need to be associating with. Now, putting children together doesn't mean that they're going to get on together.
Right.
And my mother is a retired educator, so that's right.
That's right.
You can put children together, but that doesn't mean that they're going to click. But we clicked. We clicked. So we just had a great time together, and it just went as we, because I was 5. So at the time when Jovita transitioned, I said, I've lost someone who has been in my life for 5 decades. That's a long time. And even though we did our courses as we got adults, you don't come home as much, or you're missing each other, because sometimes when she would come south, we would go north. Because we would go visit the aunties in Philadelphia, uncles, and in New York. So as time went on, we started kind of missing each other, but then we would find our way to each other. And what was so remarkable is that we never had to go anywhere outside of our families to get the first points of inspiration. Miss Alice, we'll be using just first names, because how our family works and how a lot of other families work, we believe in privacy.
Exactly.
We believe in a certain amount of privacy, and that's just how we rolled. I guess you could say you would call us a society family, but a family of service. That's how, from Miss Alice, Miss Annie, and their family, and our family, you would say, yes, society family and a family of service.
Yes.
Miss Alice, her grandmother was an educator and an entrepreneur. And this is where I say she didn't have to go anywhere. Jovita didn't have to go anywhere to get the inspiration early on. Miss Alice was an educator and an entrepreneur. She was one of my time coming up. It was 2 women of color, florists in our town, our hometown. And Miss Alice was not only just a florist that changed and touched many people's lives, she also gave a part of her building to a beautician who also used to do my hair as time went on. So she was giving back to the community to raise the conditions of a lot of people. And when Jovita came down, and as well as Lady Yvonne, they knew this. So this, you see in a strong woman. And then she was also our church member. So I loved when every month came, because she would bring in real flowers.
Yes, she would. Fresh flowers every Sunday.
Fresh flowers every Sunday.
And special programs at the church.
And special programs that would sit right there on the pulpit. And I especially love the holidays, like say for the month of December. Lady Alice would have those grandiose arrangements on the church pillars right up there on the pulpit.
Yes.
And we have pictures, but again, we're going to do our tribute, but we're doing it in a private type way. So we won't be showing any pictures of Lady Dora, which is my grandmother, and Lady Alice. We're not going to show those private pictures, but you will see pictures in the corner that we'll flash of Jovita that she put on her public Instagram. And that's the reason a lot of times why we, as public figures, we don't put the pictures of our family members a lot, and that's because we want to maintain a certain type of privacy for them, especially when you're being a public figure. Right? Okay, so we just wanted you to get those connections, and again, we send our love and condolences to that fine family.
Yes.
And we send love and condolences to others that are going through it, wherever that may be. And we send love to our family. And we send love to you for this beautiful
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day weekend. All right, so we're going to be showing you a little bit more of the connection of our family, as well as Jovita's grandmother, Lady Alice. And another good thing here, because I love changing my hair color, right? Let's talk about Lady Alice.
Redbone Alley.
Here's inspiration for you. I never seen a beautiful hue of blue outside of Lady Alice, right?
Her blue rinse.
It was called a blue
Hair
rinse.
color.
Blue rinse what?
Hair color.
Blue rinse hair color. And it wasn't too bold. It wasn't too light. It was just right. It was just right. Okay?
Beautiful.
And so then, a lot of us young girls were like, oh my God, that blue is so beautiful. So Miss Alice was ahead of the times.
Yes.
And then not only Miss Alice, but her sister, Lady Annie.
Many ladies during that time wore that hue of blue.
But it was just something about her. Sometimes it was so thick, but it was what they wanted. It was what they wanted. Okay, and then Miss Annie, she played the organ in our church, and we are staunch AMEs, African Methodist Episcopal Church, okay? And she was the first Avon lady. She was my first Avon lady. Was she your first Avon lady?
Yes. My mother's Avon lady, and then, of course.
And then, of course, you. Yes. So, listen, when I came along, Miss Annie would leave off the choir after church, and the box of your orders would be in the front pew.
Yes.
And you could get your Avon. So when Jovita would come down for the summertime, it would be me, her, and Rozzie. She would bring over the cute little mini little lipsticks and the perfumes and all that. So we just really had a good time.
Yes, you did.
We really had a good time. And then they were Sunday school teachers. So we got a lot of that in this big pile I have. So look, stay tuned and keep it locked with me, Bebe and Mommy, for Mother's Day. Mother's Day
Happy Mother's Day.
weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Stay locked in for more Mother's Day tribute.